What's good, man? It's Shon Brown. I just jumped out the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
I came up being different. I done made it out the system. I made it up. Came up with.
All right, so we got Shon Brown off the porch with us today.
Sir, man. Honored to be here.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming by today, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How you feeling today, man?
I'm good, man. I'm excited. Like, I feel like I just did the biggest thing I did my whole career. So
yeah.
I'm in a good space.
You got your new project out today too, man.
Yeah, man. It's amazing. Like, I'm telling you, it's just everything just feels right now. It's been a long year, so I'm in a good space.
Yeah. No, that's what's up, man. Yeah, we'll get to the project in a moment, man. But let's take it back, man. From the Eastside of Atlanta, you said?
Yes, sir. From the East Side.
Okay.
From the East Side.
What part?
Like Bouldercrest,
Okay.
Flat Shows, Gresham Road area. That little box is where I kind of, grew up at. I spent some time on Candler Road. Went to Southwest DeKalb. So really the Decatur, Bouldercrest, Ellenwood area.
So all over the East Side then, huh?
Basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your childhood like growing up on the East Side?
I got into a lot of shit just off the environment. But I was a hustler. I was a hustler at a young age, so my mindset was more so on, how I'm gonna get some money, like quick. And I tried everything. You're talking about from selling candy to, if the water shit was cool back then, I probably would have sold water. I tried newspapers. Like I was a hustler at a young age, man. Like I remember asking my mom, could I get a job? I was like 11. She was like, nah. But I just always had a mentality to just go get something. Like I didn't know what it was. I'm like, I want to go get something. But aside from that, I played sports. Grew up in football, which I didn't stop playing until I got hurt in high school. But yeah, it was fun. I say I had a pretty dope childhood. My pops died when I was real young, so I grew up without a father. But I had a lot of father figures in place. You know what I'm saying? In football coaches, in school staff. So when I got into shit, I still had that male presence. You know what I'm saying? And mentorship. So. It was dope. I say, I had the regular troubles of a growing boy and girls and, and different occasions, fist fights and shit like that. But it was nothing serious. I mean, I just got into regular kid shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important to have that, still have that support system, even though your pops wasn't there, man. A lot of kids grow up without that.
Absolutely. It's more normal nowadays. It shouldn't be, what I mean? So it's more of the norm.
At what age would you say you jumped off the porch?
I say 11.
When you started trying to get some money?
11. I did a lot of shit at 11. I did a lot of shit. I don't want to say a lot, but 11, I definitely jumped off the porch. I take that back. I thought I jumped off the porch at 11. You know what I'm saying? I had to come back.
You had to go back on
the porch. And then I officially jumped off the porch. I said 18 is when I'm like, yeah, there's no turning back. I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. So 18 is when I started getting some money for real.
Yeah. Did you go to college or even think about going to college?
It's funny, I wasn't thinking about it, but the girl I was with at the time, her mom didn't go for an answer, so she pushed me to go. So, bro, I remember applying for school like a week before it was like time to go to school. Got accepted at Savannah State. I went. I didn't finish, but it was a good experience. Like I feel like they gave me perspective on life that I needed, that I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I grew up in a all Black neighborhood, so I say my first time getting the experience of outside of 285. And being able to sit down in that situation and have to learn people and read, adjust and, go from, I was one of the most popular kids at school amongst other people who were the most popular kids at their schools. So it was like, you ain't really shit here. You
Yeah.
gotta make yourself that if that's what you're gonna be. So it taught me, you know, humbleness. So I'm glad I went to school. And then when I went to I ended up transferring after I had a baby to West Georgia to be closer to his mom.
Okay.
That gave me a great variety of people that I never experienced before. And that's what I really needed, to be amongst whites, blacks, you know what I'm saying? Just different cultures, different types of people. Like, be honest with you, I didn't even know how to speak to other races of people at one point in time. Like, it was really weird for me because I come from a situation where it's all niggas. So it's like, I mean, and to be able to approach, you know, that situation differently now, I feel like I definitely needed that experience of, you know what I'm saying, being around multiple cultures. I had 3 white roommates, and that was probably the best experience I had in my life. Like, it just gave me totally different outlook on life, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was dope. So, yeah, that was my school experience.
Yeah. What were you majoring in?
Mass comm,
Okay.
radio and TV, because it was the only thing that seemed like close to what I wanted to do. I already knew I wanted to rap.
Okay.
So it was like, I'll do something that's, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's why I ain't finished. It just wasn't it for me.
Yeah, to be a rapper, you really don't need a degree. So how long you been making music? When did you first start?
2013.
Okay.
7 years this year. So, like everybody else, I mean, well, not everybody, but many, I was trash when I first started. Had to learn, you know, my flow, my sound, you know, who I wanted to be, my identity as an artist. And I say I got into that more so like 2018 when I got out of school and actually started to only focus on music and spend more time in the studio and shit like that. So 2018 was definitely when I say I jumped off the porch in music. You know what I'm saying? Pushed my first single. I gave it a real push, and kind of when I started to learn, you know, how this shit actually works, ups and downs. So 7 years, bro.
It's a journey, man. A lot of people think everything comes overnight, but
I thought I was ready then. When I remember recording my first song, like, bro, this shit should be on the radio. When I listened to it, we just listened to it the other day, man. It's almost hard to listen to some shit. You like, man.
Yeah, talk about your growth as an artist since that first song to today.
Dog, be honest with you, I'm gonna say something I never said before in the interview. It used to be very hard for me to listen to my own music because I'm so critical with my, like, just, I'm my biggest critic, you know what I'm saying? So like, up until this year, like I was dropping songs and then I go back a week later, like, bro, I shouldn't have dropped that shit. Like, it wasn't ready, I wasn't ready. And I think my hunger for wanting to be somewhere so bad just overpowered the need to actually sit down and perfect the craft. So I just drop shit, push it out, record shit, like, yeah, that's good enough, let's do it. And then I go back and listen to it like, bro, damn, I should at least tweak the vocals or something. Like, it just, you know what I'm saying? It was like that up until this year. And this year, like, I actually sat down, bro. I've been in the studio every week since January.
Really?
Every week. When I go Wednesday, every week since January up until I just dropped the project. And somewhat 85 songs.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I learned it this year. And I got to a point where I'm like, bro, I just dropped the whole project that I have no problem listening to. So that's the best way I can explain my journey. Like, I feel like I'm proud of that body of work. Finally, you know what I'm saying? This is my first time actually feeling like I have nothing bad to say about myself. Like, I'm proud of it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much my journey.
It's a great feeling, I bet.
Absolutely. I was in a good space, bro.
Yeah.
I'm in a good space.
Who'd you grow up listening to, or who were some rappers that kind of influenced you that made you want to say, I want to try this out?
Wayne, more Wayne. I probably listen to more Wayne than Wayne listen to Wayne. But Other than Wayne, Tip. When Drake came about, I listened to a lot of Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. It's just kind of like as artists come, I just catch on and I rock with them ever since. You know what I'm saying? Like Meek. And that's as far as I go, because I was pretty much grown by the time Meek popped. So, yeah, I say it finished out with Meek.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on the rap game right now?
Considering what just happened last night, I feel like we're in a good place. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Gucci and Jeezy, that was just, regardless of the politics of the situation, I feel like that was a big step for hip hop as a whole. 'Cause I'm be honest, like I'm not from the best neighborhood, so I've seen all type of shit go on since I've been a kid. And I mean, it don't make you hard to die. You know what I'm saying? It don't make you cool. It don't make you a super street nigga. You don't get super street credit for killing somebody. Like I feel like a lot of shit that's went on up to this point, it's time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time for a change. It's time for us to change the narrative and install different values into the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they coming up listening to the shit that we saying, but not just the shit that we saying, watching the shit that we doing, and it just keeps going. Mm-hmm. And I'm over it, you know what I'm saying? I'm over getting that text, or somebody that got locked up, somebody that went to jail, somebody that died. I'm over it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the shit that they did last night was needed. I'm not gonna say they started it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like Jeezy said, he felt like, you know, they contributed to the stuff that happened, and I can't personally agree with that because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and down talk them, but I will say I feel like it was, if, you know, that's how our generation looks at that situation, and it was needed, you know what I'm saying? It was a major step. It might not change everybody, but it was a major step. So considering that, I say we're in a good place, you know? And I feel like there's nothing else we can really focus on right now but just changing our mentality as a culture, because the music is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I can't name a bad artist. For real. Like, the music is phenomenal. It's at an all-time high, but it's the other things that we got to focus on, I feel like, right now.
Yeah, that's real right there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 15 years. It was a long time coming for them.
Long time, bro. Been in my whole life listening to music.
Yeah. All right, so street motivation, man. Why'd you name it Street Motivation?
I'm from the streets, man. I came up out of the streets. But, you know, as I use, I forgot to say Jeezy. I did listen to a lot of Jeezy growing up. But as I use their situation as an example, I'm a motivating artist in my quotes, in my lyrics, in my day-to-day with my people, you know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to motivate people. That's just my thing. And my artistry is just real. It's just thorough. It's real. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do nothing for no type of clout or approval, validation. It's just gonna be what it is. So my following, I feel like, will be a following of, we like this dude for him. You know what I mean? Not because he do this or he do that. It's just I just am who I am. So I feel like the naming anything other than Street Motivation would have been misleading once you heard the music. Because it's like, damn, all this shit is just motivating quotes and facts and shit that I really been through. And I talk about what I've been through a lot, not to brag, but because it's crazy to think, like, if I tell you some stories, to think that I go from that to where I'm at, you know what I mean? And I talk about that shit a lot because people like to tell long stories about why they can't start some business or why they, you know, being held up. And I'm like, bro, like, you have no excuse, you know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest thing, is just motivating people who come from the same or worse or, you know, better situations than me. So yeah, Street Motivation, that's what the music is about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, you're even posting on Instagram the street motivation pictures with the captions on them too.
Man, and those are my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I took those straight from songs. So, and I got a lot more of them. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Like my whole catalog is just motivating quotes, and it's not set up that way. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, talk to us about "Made It Out" with Lucci, man.
That was a dope experience, man. Lucci was the first artist I wanted to work with, for multiple reasons. You know what I'm saying? Once I stepped out as far as working with major artists, dude was just dope, and I rocked with him since he first came out. Like very first song I heard was with Schoolie, and it's just dope, bro. Like I feel like we sound good together on the song. I feel like, you know, what we talk about is very similar, and he thorough. You know what I'm saying? He was real, and I definitely wanted to work with somebody who's, you know what I'm saying, portray the same shit that I portray. Like just a real, you know what I'm saying, solid foundation of a person. It was dope, bro. Like it was a very dope experience. My homeboy set it up. What's crazy is I was writing a song, and immediately I just knew, I'm like, bro, sound good on this song. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I gotta get Lucci on this song. There's nothing else I can do with this song. Like Made It Out wouldn't have been Made It Out without Lucci. I'd have just cataloged that shit, archived it. You know what I'm saying? So I hit up my homeboy, DC. He set the whole move up. You know what I'm saying? It was a matter of 30 minutes. And the shit the shit was set up. And we like, we pull up on him Friday. We're gonna do it. But yeah, definitely I say, hate to keep using the reference, but that song pushed me off the porch again. Like it was another situation where it was like, what's he gonna do next? Oh shit, he's serious this year. Like that was I feel like for my audience and for, you know, even bigger audience of people who took me serious after that move. Even seeing, you know, I didn't go as far as to let the song just be a song. I'm like, nah, we gonna shoot the video the way I know this video need to be shot. And we made the video like a movie. You know what I'm saying? So I think I just showed everybody how invested I was into the music this year. Yeah. Starting with that move. So I'm proud of it. It was a major move. Outside of just working with a major artist, I think just the whole thought process of how it came together, it was a dope move for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you also work with 2-4 Heavy on Crime Scene too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I'm at that point now where I done broke the ice, so man, I'm just gonna grab everybody I want to work with.
What was about Heavy that you wanted to work with him?
So when I told you that I you know, basically really started pushing in 2018, I started to get in the clubs a lot. So I was seeing a lot of, you know, what was going on, and around that time I'm out every day, and I'm seeing these NEA hoodies everywhere I go, and like 55 motherfuckers wearing them. And then there's somebody I went to school with named Mari the Truth, who was also another artist at the school I went to, Savannah State, and he with them. So I'm like, I'm interested. What is this? You know what I'm saying? And then I see 24 Heavy at the front line of a lot of that. He was pushing a song called Sacrifices.
Oh yeah.
And I just admired the push of the team, you know what I'm saying? Like just the grind, like, and the effort. I'm like, I see these dudes every night, everywhere I go, with these hoodies, and at least 50 people. I'm like, that shit, if I don't know effort, that's effort. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't know effort, that's effort, and that's dedication, you know what I'm saying? So I think me just seeing, you know, how much bro cared about just pushing himself forward. And then after that, I got to, you know what I'm saying, meet him, and he's just a solid guy.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I became a fan of 24 in 2018. I wasn't ready to work, you know what I'm saying? I was still pulling myself together. So it was just a long time like a long time coming. Mm-hmm. You know, we finally linked up, it was all love. Like, it was all love. Very, very, very solid guy, man. Like I'm gonna rock with 24 for 4L for sure.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I watched bro go from that to this. So I feel like I'm, you know what I'm saying? That's another artist that I'm proud to say I've watched grow. So yeah, had to. And we got another one too. We got another
really?
another song on the way. Yeah, we got another one on the way.
Do you know which single you plan to push next, or you kind of going to let the fans pick this one since the project's out?
Absolutely, I want to see. I want to see what they like. Right now, the song with 24 Heavy is getting the most traction, but it's the most recent video that I put out. So I feel like that could stay the same or it could change. I just want to see. I'm gonna pick what video I shoot next based on what song is doing the best, and then I'm also gonna pick the song that I give the biggest push of life. Based on the analytics, of course, but I just want to see the reaction of the people, because their reaction is going to help me decide on what the rollout or push is going to be. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see their reaction and how they like it. For example, if they pick a song that can be danced to, then I might go, you know, a dance route with the rollout. But it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of seeing what song they like. Yeah.
Being that you're so critical of yourself and your music, do you get nervous at all before you drop a project, or?
Dog, I don't even know how to explain how nervous I was yesterday. Like, but I think it was just a bunch of shit going on at the same time. Like it was nervousness, anxiety, you know, stress, happiness. Like it was just a lot of emotions. Because like I said, this is the biggest thing I've done thus far. And you know, I don't know how to hide my emotions to the point where I'm just like, yeah, everything's all good. I then lost my mind just trying to. I'm like, well, how they gonna react to it? Is people gonna show up at the listening party? Shit, like, did I do the right shit? Are the songs just for some reason gonna delete themselves? Like, it's just a lot of shit, like just on my mental. But all in all, bro, I say, you know, the fact that that project was on iTunes at 12 a.m. just gave me like a
big relief.
Yeah, it's like everything after that is just, let's see what happens. Not necessarily in the sense of I'm just gonna let it go, but you know what I'm saying? It's out there, prayed about it, and I'm gonna do the rest, you know what I'm saying, of what I gotta do to keep it going.
Yeah.
But definitely a release at 12 a.m. last night.
A lot of hard work went into that project.
Absolutely, bro. All year.
Yeah. All right. What has being a father taught you about life?
That at the end of the day, nothing else matters. I mean, I have, for the rest of my life, somebody that's gonna look to me for answers, and I gotta be able to provide them. Even if I don't know the answer, I gotta be able to say I don't know. So that means I gotta be here. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else is important, bro. Like I said, just going back on the situations that have occurred recently in hip hop, you know, not even just hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Not to bash my culture, but you know, look at what happened to Kobe. You know what I'm saying? It's like no matter how high you are in life, you can be brought down. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some of the most successful people just wiped away, and that shit just brings perspective that you just need to spend the most time that you can with your loved ones. You need to tell people that you love them, give people their flowers while they're here. I love to tell people, thank you, you know what I'm saying? You're amazing. I appreciate you, because it's like once they gone, they can't hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it just taught me to sit down, you know what I mean? Like, I don't gotta make every move. I don't gotta be around everybody. I used to have a want for like acceptance. I don't want that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's the only person I want to accept me. and to, you know what I'm saying, care, you know, that I'm even here. Yeah, it taught me a lot of, I say it gave me a ground, you know what I'm saying? It got me grounded.
Real shit. All right, Shon, any last words, any shout outs before we wrap it up?
Man, shout out to my team, man. We've been at this shit. They've been at my throat. Arguments and long days and nights. Shout out to my team, my family, my son, my mom. Millions and Billions, my label. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dirty Glove for the opportunity.
I came up being different, I done made it out the system. I made it out, made it out.